Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you a project that I have been working on. This book is, it's a book that I made for our 5th wedding anniversary, and what it was a Paula Deen recipe book that I had bought last year before Christmas, and I found them for like $2.50, I think. They were like 2 for $5, and so I picked up a couple of them, and I gave one of them away as a gift to a friend who I know loves to cook, and then I kept one because I just thought they were really cute, and I was trying to get rid of my recipe box. But as it turns out, I didn't really like this book. It wasn't big enough for all my recipes, and it just didn't work out that well for me. I didn't like having to like write all my recipes out or type them out onto the cards and all that stuff. So I'm actually working on reorganizing my recipes a different way now. But I really liked the book. It's a good book. It's it's just a really cute book, so I wanted to use it for something, and I didn't want to make an entire 12 by 12 scrapbook of our 5th wedding anniversary. It was only a 4-day trip, so but I decided that this would be the perfect book to use for it. I'm not sure of the dimensions of the book. I don't think it says. No, it doesn't say what the dimensions of the book are, but and I haven't measured it, but anyways, I already liked the pattern that was on here, and I liked that it was, already glossy, it was shiny, and I already liked the color scheme and the pattern. If you wanted to, you could cover it up with scrapbook paper, but I didn't want to do that. What I did do was I used some scrap paper. I'm trying to use up my scraps. I have so many scraps, it's ridiculous. So I'm trying to use those up. So I cut out some scraps that I just cut. I cut them a little bit longer than the actual book, so that I could fold them down so that you wouldn't have like that harsh edge right there. And then I just glued those on, and I used the Scotch quick dry adhesive is what I used for that. And I just used 2 different kinds. This paper I just used, that's actually came out of a Christmas pack, but I cut off the Christmassy part. So so that one I just glued on straight, and then I used my border punch to punch out the border for this one and glued it over it. And then on the side I used this same color red paper for the binding. I just covered that because it says recipes down the side, so I wanted to cover that up. And then I didn't do anything to the back, even though it has bowls on it. That's okay. Nobody's really going to look at the back, right? And then I have this little metal frame that I got at Michael's. They were on sale it was 2 for I think like $1.49 or something, and they're usually like $4 or $5. So so I picked up a couple of those, and I thought it worked really well. I really liked the orange color. And then I used just regular white cardstock, and I printed out off the computer our 5th anniversary. I just cut that out and glued it onto the back of the frame, and then I hot glued the frame to the book. And then down here I've got some Recollections flowers that I've had for a while, and I just hot glued those on. And so then on the inside of the book I have I had a paper pack. It was a K & Company paper pack that I've had for like 2 years, and I've used it. It's a really pretty paper pack, but I had a lot of it left, and I just decided to go ahead and use all of the 12 by 12 sheets that I had left of it to make the book with, because I wanted them to kind of go together. I wanted the pages to match, so I didn't want to have to try to fuss with excuse me, I didn't want to try to find pages that match. I just used the rest of that paper pad to make it. And so I glued some on the front and here. I can't remember what it said on here, but there was something on the inside of this book, so I covered it up. And then there were dividers in here. They were tabbed dividers, recipe dividers. And I used those as a template to cut out the paper. And then I just used my Crop-A-Dile to punch out the holes. That's what I loved about this book, was that it was a 3-ring binder. It wasn't like permanently bound or anything. So so I really liked that. So I've just got a picture of us on that first page. And then I've got a picture of the cabin that we stayed in. And then these were the recipe card inserts that came with the book. So I just used that as like little inserts instead of gluing every single picture down. And then I've just got some pictures here. I'm trying to back y'all up. Ooh, so I don't have to move it around so much. And then I just used this because I had a ton of scraps from where I cut these pieces of paper out. I had a ton of scraps left over, so I used the different pattern scraps for journal tags. And then I used my crocodile to attach the, put the eyelets in, and then just attached some twine to that one. And I just journaled about whatever that picture was. And I kind of did that. Throughout. And I just used all the different patterns of scraps that I had to journal. That was at the Moonshine Distillery in Gatlinburg. And then I've just got, you know, some of these pages I just glued pictures on, and then some of them I journaled on. And like here I've got, oh, it's not a pull out because I did glue it down, but I don't know why, but I like to stick my journal tags behind the pictures. I don't really know why, but I think it looks neat. And there's the pictures of the restaurant that we went to on our anniversary. It's our anniversary dinner. And these are just some funny pictures of Brandon hating me taking his picture. And so I wrote about that. He hates having his picture taken. Oh my gosh. You would think you're murdering him. And there's some pictures of when we went to Cades Cove. Most of these are really simple. When it comes to scrapbooking, I am not the type of person to spend 3 or 4 hours on one page. I just don't like to do that. And there's one of the very few pictures I have of Brandon actually smiling. Made a little pocket, used some scrap paper and made a little pocket and put in some little, these were leftover coupons we had for one of the restaurants that we went to. It was so good. We had some leftover coupons, so I just stuck them in there. And there's some, I was playing with the features on my camera and the different color tones and stuff. I hope there's not like a major glare on these because the window's behind me. So, then I journaled about this day. Brandon actually didn't feel good that day, so we just kind of stayed at the cabin all day and relaxed and used the hot tub and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that was a good day. And then just some random pictures. Now back here, I've got, these are just those little index card inserts that I used because these were pictures that I didn't necessarily want to journal about. So I didn't really bother with gluing them in. So I just went ahead and left them, kept them in the inserts because that's where I was storing them until I got around to actually doing the book. So I just left them in there. And so I just kind of, so I just decided I'd leave them in there. I may go back and glue them in later because I do have some extra pages back here that I haven't gotten to, but yeah, that's it so far. The Mennonites, you know, just some random pictures of us. And then back in the back, these are just all those regular pages. Back in the back, oh, I forgot about that. That's our Cades Cove little map and booklet that is too big to put in a pocket, but I don't want to cut it up. So on the very back cover, I put a couple pictures, and then this was a sweet little picture. We went when we were driving around in Cades Cove. They have, it's a really historic place, and they have these really old churches that, I mean, they don't have plumbing or electricity or anything. They don't really use them anymore. Oops. So, But I saw this little old couple walking in, and he was holding her hand and helping her up the stairs, and it was so sweet. And so I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. It just made me smile. So I put that in there, and yeah, that's it. So that's the book. But I mean, you can't beat that. A scrapbook for, you know, that I paid $2.50 for. So I definitely am going to keep my eye out for more notebooks like this, different kinds of notebooks that I can alter, because, I don't know, it was fun to alter it, and it was easy to do, and it sure beats paying, you know, $20 for a scrapbook. I'm a very frugal crafter. I do not like to pay a lot of money for my supplies and stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and feel free to leave me comments below, ask me questions or give me suggestions or whatever. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.